You're on a 12-hour flight, squeezed into a tiny economy seat. Your knees are jammed into the seat in front of you. The armrest? You're sharing it. Sleep? Not happening. Meanwhile, just a few rows ahead, someone is lying flat on a comfy bed, sipping champagne and enjoying gourmet meals. And here's the crazy part. They didn't even pay extra for it. Sounds unfair, right? But what if I told you that you could sit in that exact same seat without spending thousands of dollars? That's right. In this video, I'm going to show you 12 airline upgrade hacks that smart travelers use to fly in business class or even first class for free or at a very low cost. These are real tips that work, not just rumors. And if you stick with me until the end, I'll show you how to combine multiple hacks together for the best possible chance of scoring an upgrade on your very next flight. So let's dive in. Because missing these secrets might mean missing your shot at flying in luxury without the luxury price. Hack 12. Book late, fly first class, sometimes for free. Lisa had a sudden meeting in London, so she booked her flight from New York just 2 days before the trip. Normally, she plans her flights weeks ahead, but this time, things were hectic. When she arrived at the airport, she expected a tight economy seat, maybe even near the back. But to her surprise, the airline gave her a business class seat, completely free. She didn't ask, and she didn't pay extra. It was an automatic upgrade. Here's why this can happen. Airlines don't like flying with empty seats in business or first class because those seats bring in the most money. As the flight date gets closer, they check which seats are still empty. If business class isn't full, they often move some economy passengers up. People who book late, especially within 24 to 48 hours before takeoff, are often chosen. So booking late could actually work in your favor. Hack 11. Dress to impress, smartly. Let's talk about how you look when you fly. Does dressing well really help you get an upgrade? You've probably heard people say that wearing a blazer and nice shoes can improve your chances. But is it true or just a myth? According to former airline staff, it's partly true. While your outfit alone won't guarantee you a seat in business class, it can give you an edge when airline staff are deciding who to upgrade. If there are two people with the same status and ticket type, the person who looks more presentable often gets chosen. Why? Because airlines want their premium cabins to reflect a certain image: clean, polished, and professional. Someone in wrinkled clothes and flip-flops might look out of place in first class. But don't worry. You don't need a suit or fancy dress. Just look clean, neat, and like you belong in business class. Simple business casual clothes, tidy hair, and good manners can go a long way. Dressing smartly also shows the gate agents and crew that you take flying seriously, and they're more likely to treat you seriously too. It's a small effort that might make a big difference in your seat. Hack 10. The late check-in advantage. Most people think checking in early is always the best move. They believe it helps them pick better seats and get on the plane faster. But sometimes, checking in closer to departure can actually help you land a seat in business class. James, a regular flyer, learned this by accident. He was flying from Los Angeles to Tokyo, but a work delay made him check in only 2 hours before the flight. When he arrived, economy was already full. So, the airline moved him to business class, completely free. Here's how it works. Airlines keep track of how many people have checked in for each cabin. If economy gets full but business or first class still has seats, they need to move some people up. And if you check in late, not too late, just close to the departure time, you might be one of those lucky people they choose to upgrade. This is called an operational upgrade. It doesn't happen every time. But if the timing is right and you're lucky, checking in later than usual can give you a better chance of flying in comfort without paying extra. It's a simple trick worth trying. Hack 9. Choose the worst seat on purpose. This may sound strange, but sometimes choosing the worst seat on the plane can actually help you get upgraded. Yes, really. Sophie, a smart traveler and blogger, always picks the seat no one wants, like the one at the back of the plane, near the bathroom or the galley, where it's noisy and uncomfortable. Why does she do that? Because airlines often oversell economy class, meaning they have more passengers than seats. When that happens, the airline needs to move someone to a better class to make room. And guess who they usually pick first? The people sitting in the least comfortable spots. If you're already in a bad seat, it makes sense for them to upgrade you. It's an easy win for the airline. They make space in economy and make a customer happy at the same time. So next time you book a flight, instead of racing to grab a front row seat or one by the window, try picking the worst seat on purpose. It might just be your ticket to business class without paying extra. This hack takes a bit of courage, but for many travelers, it has paid off big time. Hack 8. Use airline credit cards wisely. Airline credit cards can be more powerful than most people think. Many travelers only use them to earn points or get free checked bags. But there's another hidden benefit: priority for upgrades. Some of these airline cards give you a better chance of being moved up to business or first class, even if you don't have elite flyer status. Imagine this. You and another passenger have the same type of ticket, booked at the same time, with no special status. But you have a co-branded airline credit card, and they don't. In many cases, the airline system will move you up the upgrade list just because of that card. Some cards even come with automatic upgrades on certain flights or routes. You don't always hear about these benefits, but they're real. Plus, many of these cards also give you other perks like early boarding, free lounge access, and even upgrades for someone flying with you. You don't have to fly a lot to enjoy these extras. Just having the card puts you in a better position. If you're serious about flying smarter, getting the right airline credit card is one of the easiest and most effective hacks you can use. Hack 7. Ask the right question at check-in. Not everyone has a fancy credit card, high flyer status, or perfect timing, but don't worry. There's one trick that costs absolutely nothing and still works. Just ask. Yes, it's that simple. A former gate agent once shared that asking, "Are there any complimentary upgrades available today?" can sometimes open the door to a surprise upgrade. Here's why it works. Airlines often don't offer upgrades unless someone shows interest. They might have extra seats in business class, but they won't always fill them unless someone asks politely. When you speak up, you show that you're open to moving. If there's been a last-minute cancellation or an empty premium seat, you could be next in line, just because you asked. But the way you ask matters. Always be polite, respectful, and genuine. Don't act entitled. A friendly tone makes gate agents more likely to consider you. It won't always work, but it increases your chances. And the best part? It costs nothing. This simple sentence could make the difference between a cramped economy seat and sipping juice in a reclining business class chair. So next time you're checking in, don't be shy. Ask with a smile. Hack 6. Travel solo when you can. If you want to boost your chances of getting a free upgrade, one of the easiest tricks is to travel alone. Most people don't realize this, but being a solo traveler gives you an automatic advantage. Why? Because when airlines need to move someone to a better seat, like business or first class, it's much easier to move one person than 2 or 3. Let's say economy is full and they have to make space. Instead of trying to find 2 empty seats together, they look for someone flying solo. That one seat in business class is a perfect fit for a solo traveler. Less hassle, no seat reshuffling, and fewer complications. It's just good logistics for the airline. Also, airline staff are more likely to upgrade one person quietly without creating noise or jealousy among passengers. So if you're flying solo, you already stand out as an easy choice. It's smooth and simple for the airline, and a big win for you. If you do get that upgrade, enjoy the quiet comfort of business class, and remember, it happened partly because you were alone. Hack 5. Mention special occasions thoughtfully. Sometimes, a happy life event can get you a happier seat on the plane. Many airlines love celebrating their passengers' special moments. If you're flying for a honeymoon, anniversary, birthday, or any milestone, it's worth mentioning. But how you say it makes a big difference. If you just say, "It's my birthday," the staff might smile and move on. But if you say something more heartfelt like, "We're celebrating our honeymoon today, and it would mean so much to make it extra special," then you're creating a memorable story. You're giving the gate agent or crew a chance to do something nice, if seats are available. Airlines sometimes give out surprise upgrades as a goodwill gesture, especially when passengers are polite and sincere. It won't work every time, but it's a low-risk, high-reward move. So, if you're traveling for a special reason, share it thoughtfully. It might just turn your flight into something unforgettable, all because you spoke up kindly and made a connection with the staff. Hack 4. Build rapport with gate agents and crew. Being kind costs nothing, but it could earn you a seat in business class. Many travelers ignore this, but flight attendants and gate agents actually have more power than you think, especially when it comes to last-minute upgrades. And guess what? They remember the people who treat them well. If you walk up with a big smile, say hello, and ask how their day is going, you're already standing out. Most passengers rush by without a word. When the staff feels seen and appreciated, they're more likely to return the favor. Later, if a seat opens up in business class, they might just think of you, the nice traveler who was polite and respectful. This doesn't mean you should try to charm your way through. It's not about fake compliments. It's about genuine connection. A simple conversation, eye contact, or even saying thank you can make all the difference. Staff want to help people who are kind, not demanding. So remember, a friendly attitude could quietly put you on their upgrade list, and you won't even know it until you hear your name. Hack 3. Try the hidden ticketing trick. Here's a clever hack for travelers who don't mind taking the longer route. Use hidden ticketing to sneak in a premium seat without paying full price. Most people look for direct flights, but sometimes multi-leg trips with connections can actually include a leg in business class and still cost less overall. Let's say you're flying from Los Angeles to Paris. A direct economy ticket might be expensive, but if you search for a flight from LA to Amsterdam to Paris, the LA-Amsterdam leg could be in business class, and the price might be the same or even cheaper than a direct economy route. Why? Because airlines sometimes discount long multi-leg flights to fill seats. Yes, you'll spend more time traveling, but one part of your journey could be in luxury. Lie flat seat, better meals, and lounge access. You'll need to search smart and compare options, but if you're flexible with time, this trick can save money and improve comfort. Many experienced travelers use this to enjoy business class perks while sticking to a budget. So don't be afraid to explore longer routes. They might reward you with a big travel upgrade. Hack 2. Complain the right way. Most people think complaining to an airline is a waste of time. But actually, if done politely and correctly, it can sometimes land you a free upgrade. Let's say your seat doesn't recline, your screen is broken, or there's a problem with your tray table. Instead of getting angry or demanding compensation, try a calm and respectful approach. You might say something like, "Hi, I just wanted to let you know that my seat isn't reclining properly. I understand the flight is busy, but if there's anything that could be done to make things a little more comfortable, I'd really appreciate it." This shows that you're not being rude. You're just giving helpful feedback and staying polite. Flight attendants appreciate passengers who stay calm, even when things go wrong. If there happens to be an empty seat in business or first class, and your issue seems genuine, they might move you up as a goodwill gesture. It doesn't always happen, but it does more than people realize. Remember, kindness matters. Airlines want happy customers. So if you have a problem, speak up, but do it with respect. You never know. Your simple, polite complaint could lead to a big upgrade in comfort. Hack 1. Use fare class to your advantage. Here's the final, and most powerful, upgrade hack. Understanding fare classes. Most people don't know that not all economy tickets are the same. Even if you and another passenger are both flying economy, one of you could have a ticket that makes it much easier to get an upgrade. Airlines use codes to label different types of economy tickets, like Y, B, M, K, and so on. Some of these codes, especially ones like Y or B, are known as upgrade-friendly. These tickets usually cost a little more than the cheapest ones, but they come with more flexibility and put you higher on the upgrade list. That means if the airline has to move someone up to business class, you'll be considered before others in the cheaper fare classes. You can usually see your fare class when you book online or ask the airline. If you're serious about getting upgraded, it may be worth paying a bit more for one of these flexible economy fares. Now, imagine stacking this hack with others, like checking in late, using a credit card, and dressing well. When you combine smart strategies like these, you massively increase your chances of flying in comfort without paying a premium. So now you know, upgrades aren't random, they're part of a system. And the people who consistently sit in first class without paying first-class prices, they're not lucky, they're just informed. By combining these hacks, like booking late, choosing the worst seat, dressing smart, being friendly to crew, and using airline credit cards, you're not hoping for an upgrade, you're engineering one. Need proof? Sarah, a frequent traveler, used just 3 of these hacks. She booked 48 hours before departure, picked a back row seat, and asked politely at check-in. On her flight from Paris to New York, she was moved from economy to business class, for free. And she's not alone. Thousands of travelers have unlocked premium cabins using these same tricks. So which of these hacks surprised you the most? Drop a comment below. I'll be replying to as many as I can. And if you want to fly in style without breaking the bank, hit that like button, subscribe for more travel hacks, and share this with someone who's tired of flying economy. Safe travels, and I'll see you up front.